I need to enable by default, it's gonna record. I'll do that settings. Okay, sorry. So we have created a separate security group, and while creating the instances, we have to choose the whatever the security groups what we had created earlier. So I'm in the instance type, I'm just choosing the free trial one, or if you want to go with the large one also, no problem. You can just select. And here again, if you want to access your server from your laptop, you need to either create, or you can just choose. If you have already created, you can choose the yesterday we have created as a training security key pair, and you can select like this. Here your security group comes into the picture. See, create a security group if you are used to create a new security group, or if you want to create I mean use the existing one, you just select this one, select existing security group. So what was the create one create it was DevOps, right? DevOps training. Okay. And if you want, you can choose more uh, capacity as well. Okay, that's all. See what all we have given inputs. So we had given Ubuntu as a input, as an OS image, and instance type we had chosen T2 small, which has one CPU, 2 GB memory, and key name we have chosen training, and so all the other things it is auto populating, so don't bother about all these things. So again, the security groups we had chosen, whatever we had created as a DevOps hyphen training, and the storage, how much hard disk you want, you can use like this. And here, how many servers you want. I'm just giving number two instances. Just go ahead and launch an instance. So now you will get your two servers, which is having two um, two Ubuntu machines. So I just given training one and training two. I'm just labeling the server because both are having the same naming convention, right? So now you have you can access like this. Just connect. You are going to connect with the same in the same console itself. So why we are getting this failed to connect to the instance? Because let's go to the security groups, DevOps training. Here we did not provide any inbound rules. When we are not providing any inbound rules, you cannot access the servers outside. Let's just edit the inbound rules, add the rules. So what are the rules you are going to provide in order to access your EC2 instance outside? What are the um, these things you need? HTTP you need, SSH you need. I'm just giving all traffic, since we are not much bother about this. So just save the rules. Here is your machine. So your doubt is clear, right, Sunil? So you have to, in the security group, you have to, control your inputs. Inputs in the sense the traffics you need to allow. Since I am allowing all the traffics, All traffic in essence, all SSH also allowing, HTTP, HTTPS, all I'm gonna allow. But in order to just connect a Linux machine, what you just need a SSH itself, so that it is gonna communicate. But since we are in the training, no, we no issues if you provide all traffic. But don't expect the all traffic. It is again, government policies in the companies. They cannot provide the expose the machines like this to the outside world, right? So how how are you going to access from the your machine? Again, as I said yesterday, um, just get the public IP of your. This is the public IP, and just I'm opening the Git bash. Probably you did not install this GitLab, but you need to install, because we are again our next first tool is we are going to explain. We are going to deep dive into the Git only, so that better you try to install this Git, so that it is easy to access the servers. One more method is there. You need to for that you need to install the putty, and you need to convert the PEM file to like this. There are so many things, sir, but this is the easiest way to access your servers. Okay. um, SSH hyphen I, and we need to provide where is that file located. It is downloaded under the um, download folder. C users user download trainings. Here is my PEM file where we had created yesterday, right? And user. Now Ubuntu, which is the default user, by providing Amazon itself. Do you have any idea on that? Yesterday I shown you for Amazon Linux, the default user was EC2 user. For Ubuntu, do you have any idea, guys? It's Ubuntu only. Username at 98, public IP out give 81.131.225. See, this is the one. Just press enter. So initially it is gonna authenticate you. I mean, it is trying to register the keys in the system. Just press yes. Now it is permanently added to your local machine. Now authentication is good. You can play anything. So like this. This is how you are able to access your machine outside the network. But what if I am disabling the security group? Just click on the trainings, edit inbox. Whatever. Whatever. We had given all traffic, right? We had allowed all the traffic. No permissions given. Sorry, we had given DevOps training. No, I was checking training SG. Okay, let's go back. Security groups, DevOps training was the one. Security group is what we had created. So only one inbound we had enabled. That is all traffic, right? We just disable it, save the rules, and try to see whether you are able to access. See, it won't allow you anything. The traffic is completely disabled because we had revoked the full access. Okay, let's allow SSH, save the rule. Now, see the session is came out. You can reconnect like this. Yeah, this time I had given only SSH, inbound. Only it is this request is only allowing SSH, you can make a SSH protocol only, right? Connection. You cannot give any other, like you cannot RDP to the server through the any other way. You cannot go with the HTTPS request. That is completely denied because for this security group we had enabled only SSH protocol enabled. What if you give HTTP? Let's see. Save the rule. See, again it is disabled because we have connected this one over the SSH only, right? See, we had initiated the session using SSH protocol. That's why now we have removed the SSH. We had given HTTP, so you cannot make any connections. So like this, if you type, still you cannot access. Why? Because we are you know disabled the SSH protocol connectivity. And let's see this one, whether you are able to access um, through the web. Let's connect here. Let's see whether you are able to connect. Okay, here also we are not able to connect because this is also connecting through the SSH, right? That's how security groups plays a very important role during the cloud or provisioning. So any questions so far? Sunil, your doubt clear, right?
Yes. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
Usually, what rules will be applied? Mhm.
Usually, for the Linux missions, SSH, probably SSL because the SSH and HTTP, HTTPS because application needs to interact with the servers, right? If it is app server, the connection should go through the app only. Port 8080 443 for HTTPS requests. But any system level, administration level activities as there, no, they have to connect through the SSH only. So these three ports should be allowed by mandatorily SSH, HTTP, HTTPS. If it is a Windows server, you need to let's create a one Windows machine so that you will get an idea. So Windows. For Windows, 1 GB is not sufficient because it needs a more memory, or else it is gonna hang. So that's why Linux become more popular. That is a lightweight machine. Again, we will select the same training only, and security groups. What we have done, DevOps training, but we did not allow the WinRM, right? So we'll see how to access. See, for Linux, 8 GB is enough, 8 GB hard disk, but for the Windows, minimum 30 GB is required. So that's why it is, more. That's why lightweight applications, won't deploy in the Linux Windows environment. Okay, let's go back. Your Windows VM is ready now. The SSM agent was unable to connect system in register itself for the service. RDP client. See the connection of the Windows is entirely different from the Linux, right? You have to download a remote desktop file, and the password we need to generate from the where the PEM file got the password is invalid. Decrypt the password. The PEM key must be begin with okay. Let's now we have to give the path. It is still browsing. We have to wait for some time. So it is asking to wait for 4 more minutes. Okay. So here you get a UI like this. You need to upload your PEM file. What we had downloaded yesterday. Training.pem. So it is gonna decrypt. So this is the PEM file content. You need to decrypt the password. And here is the password. Okay. Now just connect your Windows machine. So one exe file we downloaded. Just double click on it. So username is administrator and password is what password we got generated. This one. So here is the one. See, we are unable to connect the server. Why? Because we did not unload the uh, you know security group in order to access this one. Enable the outbounds. Add a rule. So for Windows, we need to get a WinRM. You know, HTTPS or HTTP. So this is the protocol in order to connect the Windows machines. Remote access to the server is not enabled. The remote computer is turned off. Remote computer is not available for the network. Make sure remote computer is turned on and connected to the network. That is, remote access is enabled. We have already provided, but still, but that is the issue. Let's provide a all traffic. Yeah. So this is the user UI. I'm just pasting the password. Connect. So security groups, plays an important role when you are dealing with the VMs. But there is a lot of, you need to explore more, or we will get a time we will explore, more at the end of this course, because we don't need all these things. Just if you have, uh, idea on how to connect the VMs, so that's enough, so that we can move on to the tools, DevOps tools. You're able to access, right? So that is how enabling the rules plays an important role here. But allowing like this all the traffic is not suggestible. But simply why we are wasting time? I just given all the permissions, all the traffic. So Windows VM is ready like this. Let's go to terminate Windows first. Just terminate it, because when we expose the credentials, it's not good to keep the servers VMs. Okay. Any doubts so far? Let's move. If you're okay, so we will move on to the scripting part, shell scripts for the basics at least. In DevOps, you need a scripting knowledge, but for the training purpose, you don't need expertise in this shell script area. Only the few commands, what commands are using, where, when are you using which command, which editors you are using. Those things you can explore. Okay. Shell scripts. So for Python, as even I had mentioned in the topics which we are covering during the bootcamp. Um, See, Python again a big task. Big task in the sense it needs a minimum 1 month to cover 30 days to cover the basics of Python, not even advanced. So uh, we will keep it at the end because we are not using Python in this bootcamp. But it doesn't mean that you don't need to learn. You have to learn as a separate. Since for the bootcamp we are not using Python much here. Okay, what do you say, you guys? If what you want me to cover, we can cover, at least for basic, another 2 3 days. So what do you think? Our shell script is enough for us so that we can get into the tools.
Basics you can just cover.
Basics, huh? Basics of the Python, right? Okay. Yeah, no problem. Uh, so next couple of days we will cover shell script as well as Python. So first we will cover the shell script, then we will cover the Python, so that it will be, yeah, even Python is essential now. Python is huge. You're gonna play all these AWS services through the Python itself. There are a lot of plugins available. So yeah, good to get a hands on that. Let's move on to the shell scripts. So why shell scripts? There are a lot of scriptings available. Um, Python script available. Ruby is available. Shell is available. Shell script. PowerShell available nowadays in Linux also available. And so many things are there, like so many scriptings. So shell script is, by default, the scripting language is loaded into the Linux machine. So you no need to additionally put effort, or additionally you don't need to, um, install any plugins for this. So shell scripts plays, major role in the administrative task. Uh, Suppose if you wanted to create a file, if you want to remove, if you wanted to add content to the file, so all these, activities are the tasks done through the shell scripts only. In order to communicate with the, kernel or any parts of the operating system, shell script is the only way. By default, I'm talking only way you can reach out. uh, you can get a details of the disks, or uh, if let me take one use case. I have a 10 servers, and I wanted to get a, disk space of the all the 10 servers like this. How are you going to get this in from all the 10 servers? Do you have any idea how are you going to, at least have you gone through, have you done some scripting in the prayer, you guys?
Yeah, I mean, creating the cron jobs, cron tabs, and
The cron
fetching the files.
tabs, cron is just a scheduler, right? For cron also you're supposed to give input as a file.
Hmm.
Do you remember any, commands, or anything which is communicating across all these 10 servers and going to fetch all these details? Any idea? Have you, noticed one remote command? I mean, you need to keep all the servers in a loop, and you have to execute one by one, so that in from all the, all the 10 servers, it is going to initiate the session, and it is going to, um, get the details. So let me show you in PowerShell. Servers is the, I'm taking one variable, get content. Okay, get content is the command where it is gonna read the your file. I'm just creating a one file called ctemp servers. I'm just giving a under the temp. I'm just providing a one um, temp as a file. Create a one folder called temp. Under that, I'm just giving a one file called servers. Here, I'm just giving a 10 servers details. Server 1, 2, server 3, server 4, server 5, server 6, server 7. That's okay. Let us take server 10, 7 servers. I'm just reading these servers like this. Cannot find a copy as a path. So all these servers are populating like this, and we are keeping in a one for loop. Okay, all these servers. I'm just storing this all the servers in one variable. Servers is the variable I'm storing. Sorry, sir. Okay, servers in servers. This is array. Okay, now we are storing all the server details in one array, and I'm same array. I'm just going to display here, passing the details like this. Server. This is how there is a command called in the PowerShell invoke command computer name. I'm just computer name giving as a server one. I mean keeping through the loop, and credentials we have to pass a credential. We don't need to give you password now, but I'm just telling you script block. Here I am just using um, what information you need to gather from the all the 10 servers. Just getting the services like this. So if you execute like this, similarly in the shell script also, you need to first get all the 10 servers content. Okay, you need to keep in the for loop or the loop, and you have to make a invoke command like this in the Linux server as well, so that it is gonna get all the services which are in the 10 servers and displaying here like this. Okay, because I don't have 10 servers. I'm just giving a how you can uh, when a collection of servers when you are providing, how you are going to loop through all those servers. Okay, that is how the scripting works during the when you are working on your large environment, when you are trying to fetch all the 10 servers details of the disk. So that is how you need to input the servers to the your scripting, so that it is going to fetch all the 10 servers disk details, and you are going to get all the details like this in a one single window. Just correlate like this. Okay, and since you guys may be working on the Linux platform, so that you will be already aware of uh, what is the touch command. touch file one. So this touch is going to create a one text empty text file. Okay, file one. And how to add a content. First of all, how to what how are you going to use the editors? There are multiple editors are there, but you can use a var nano to create a files. File 2, I'm just let me add on file 2 here, nano file 2.sh. Here I'm just adding echo command. Echo in the sense you are going to display some information on your output. Echo, this is DevOps training. Echo, hello world. Okay, just save. Control X, just press Y for saving so that it is gonna save. Now, how are you going to check what content is available in the file? Just use cat and file name. You're gonna get what are the content with it has file to as. How are you going to execute the shell script file? Just use either two ways you can execute it. Sh hyphen file two. You're gonna get a output like this, or like this dot slash file two. Okay, it doesn't identify proper permissions. That's why you are able to execute it. But this is how you can give a permissions ch mode 777 for the file. You're gonna get like this. Got it, no? Just small, small commands how we are using, because only we in the part of the training we are using like this very simple commands only. We are not going to complex complex kind of scripting we are not writing, because that is not our motto as well for the DevOps, right? How to copy a file to cp is the command to copy from file one to from source to destination. Target file dot sh. Now if you cat target sh, you're gonna get the same content of what had in the file 2.sh. Again permission, yeah, no, not an issue. It copied the permissions as well along with the source. um how are you going to check the usage of the server? You can use top command so that you're gonna get the what other services are running, what is the top consuming top consumed service. So like this you're gonna get it. Just press q for quitting the this thing. So whatever the commands we had performed, just give history so that you will get history like this. I'm just keeping here. You just you can just go through the what are the commands we had performed, so that you will get the basic idea of how what command is useful for what purpose. Okay. And suppose if you want to how are you going to input to your shell? just create a one file called function or nano um, read example.sh. We are going to read a input from the your console. Mm, I'm just taking it as name. Name is equal to read and echo name. Let's save sh read example. Name not found. Okay, we have to declare that one as a variable. Okay, 1 second. But don't worry, we will cover tomorrow anyway, almost 11 o'clock. So any questions so far? Prashant, Uday, Sunil.
No, no, no.
No, yeah, I mean,
Okay. Okay then. We'll connect tomorrow. Okay.
thanks.
Tomorrow is Thursday. We cannot connect tomorrow. Uh, but Friday and Saturday we'll connect because I need to visit my office on the night. So Monday and Thursday I don't connect. Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday I'm connecting.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. No problem. Thank you guys.
Okay, thanks.